Hello, everybody. Whoops. It's time for a tarot reading. Thank you for spending part of your day with me, and I feel like this card is ready to come out. It is a strength card in reverse. I got this top card, which is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. We have Nine of Wands. Nine of Cups. Hey, I love symmetry. I love it when multiple cards with the same number come out. I do. The World card. Nice. Okay. Thank you, guys. These cards are so tiny. I love them. Ay. Oh my god, when I said I had this thing in my head. Oh my god. I can't sing it. Oh god, I have to sing it. I apologize in advance. No, it's the thing that says I'm a little butterfly. Why? Why is that part of the reading? I don't know. I'm being a bit silly now, and that's okay. Let's see. Things are meant to come easy for you. I think that's why I was being silly. And also, when this card came out, the World card, if you notice, it's so cute. It has little bunny ears. I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can. It has little bunny ears, and there's this little bunny that's like, I don't think that's meant to be a sippy cup, but maybe stirring a pot, sort of, or maybe like grinding things with a mortar and pestle. But it's a bunny. It's kind of ridiculous, but also happy. And that's what I feel like this card, this spread is about. You don't have to be serious all the time. And also, okay, here's the thing. Strength card in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse. You don't have to beg, and you don't have to be strong. So what that means for me is, combined with the two nines here, it's okay not to be like the strong, independent badass all the time. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm being told to share the story with you, so hopefully you get something out of it, alright? So, I was 16 years old, and I was a late bloomer, let me tell you. So anyway, so this boy that I liked, actually, came up and said, oh, I'm gonna buy lunch for you. And I'm like, why? And he's like, I just want to buy lunch for you. So we were in this like summer program for like smart kids. Yeah, I was a nerd. And he was uber nerd. I liked him. He was nice. So I was like, I just want to buy you lunch. And I'm like, no. And he's like, but, and I'm like, I can pay for my lunch. And he's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah. When I tell you that I did not know he was sort of trying to do a date thing with me or whatever, he was trying to like be a chivalrous gentleman or whatever. We were kids, okay? And he wasn't that smooth because he's not. No, he was just like a genuine nice boy trying to, ask me out, sort of, And I couldn't because I was raised and programmed to be this strong, independent, badass woman who doesn't need anything from anyone. So what does that have to do with this reading? Okay. When you project that image of invincibility, when you show the world that you're super tough and that you don't need anything, then sometimes that means that nothing will be given to you. I think I have to say that again. If you keep telling people and you keep telling the world in general, if your general life philosophy is, I can do everything on my own, I am going to punch through walls and kick through doors, and I'm going to get what I want because that's who I am. I'm a strong, independent person. Ha! Then that's exactly what the world will give you. It won't give you softness. It won't give you generosity. It won't give you things for free because you've already conditioned yourself in your mind that I'm going to pave my own way, do everything the hard way, huh? Whereas I feel like the spread is telling you, you don't have to be tough. It's okay to be soft. You don't have to beg because things will just come easily for you, right? Like these two cards, the two nines here for me feel like they're abundance. Like, yeah, just like stuff being handed to you. But that can only happen if you're willing to accept it. So if we go back to my embarrassing personal anecdote, right? Don't turn away things and opportunities and kindness and generosity and possible first date advances. No, remove that last part. Okay? Don't turn down things that are being given to you. Okay? It's like, let's say you're moving. You're moving from one apartment to another. And you have somebody who offers to help you move, right? And I mean this like genuinely. A kind person from work decides like, hey, I found out you were moving. Do you need help? Is there anybody helping you with the move? And you're like, no, but I'm fine. I can do everything on my own. It's fine. Like, are you sure? I mean, I could help. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't need help. I'm fine. What are you doing? I mean, yes, we could look into the stuff, right? Especially if you're a woman, or at least I think more when women are being raised like this. I certainly was. Like to be kind of suspicious of people. Like, why are you trying to help me? What's the catch? And you're a man. What are you trying to get out of this? You know? Versus, yes, they're like schmuck people out there. Not nice men, but there certainly are sometimes just some good people who want to help you. And what you're doing by being this hard is you're not giving them a chance to help you. And I get the feeling that with this reading, you're kind of tired of that. You kind of look at other people and think, well, why do they have it so easy? Why do they have people helping them? You know, why are people so nice to them? Because they're open and receptive to it. When people offer them things, they're like, oh, thank you. Yes, I would really like that. Thank you. Or it's not even, you know what I mean? Like when you're soft or you appear soft, then sometimes that does kind of just pull people to you that want to help you. By the way, when I'm saying this, I don't mean for you to be manipulative, right? I'm not saying for you to adopt a posture that's not natural to you. I'm not saying to play damsel in distress. No, but I don't think that being a badass bitch is also natural to you. It's also a role that you play. So I'm not saying for you to pick any role. I'm saying for you to drop all the roles and just be yourself. There really are moments when you are softer and more vulnerable and you're like, I wish someone would help me. then don't be afraid to let that show a bit. Um, and again, if somebody comes to you and wants to do something for you or help you, then also accept their help. You know, this might sound weird, but some people like helping others. Maybe for some people this is like a weird idea, right? Or you think that people only want to help you because they're after something else. And I understand that because there really are people like this. But let me share something that I like I heard last night and it makes total sense to me. Okay. So there's this woman who was talking about how when Christopher Columbus was doing his travels, right, and trying to reach America, whatever, he was making fun of the indigenous people that he met because he said they have no concept of greed. They just help people and share things. Like if you want something, they'll share it with you. They don't really have that concept of doing things for themselves. I think what he encountered was something like communal living instead of something very individualistic, which is what he's used to from his own culture. And he was making fun of these people. Like, oh, what losers. Look at them just giving up their stuff. I mean, who the fuck does that? That's the way he was thinking about it. And unfortunately, for those of us who've been raised with Western culture, and I'm not just talking about like people from the actual West, right? From North, South America, from Europe, or Western Europe, whatever. I'm talking about like even if, let's say, you grew up in Asia or in Africa or wherever, if your childhood had so much Western influence in it, then that Western culture is also in you, right? If you worked for Western companies, then that culture is also in you. We have this idea that everything comes at a price, and we're so reluctant to accept it when people help us. Like, well, what's in it for you? But there are people who truly just want to help others. It's a part of who they are. It's not true for everyone, of course, and please use your discernment. I don't want you to be manipulated or anything like that, right? But there are people out there who are genuine and want to help you, and it feels like you're kind of blocking them. Whereas this reading is saying, it's okay, you can let this in. You can let the softness in, right? You can let this ease in. You can allow people to help you and give you things. And that's why the world card is here, and it looks a little silly with the bunny ears. You don't have to take everything seriously, right? If you actually, and again, this is not putting on a facade or trying to wear a different persona. If you just kind of let those things that maybe you've pushed down resurface, you know, your sense of fun, your sense of vulnerability, your sense of openness, like letting people know how you feel, like letting people know that maybe you're having a difficulty with something. If you let people sense that part of you, the soft, squishy parts of you, then you might be surprised. Yes, there are people who are going to take advantage of that, so certainly, but there will also be other people who respond also with kindness, also with warmth and softness. And they'll be like, are you okay? Do you need anything? You know? If you approach the world as this cold, dark place, and that you're this badass superhero comic book chick that has to like kick everybody's ass, then that's the kind of world that's going to be given to you. You know? Straw card. Is there anything else this person needs to know at this time? Seven of Cups in reverse. Uh, you've dismissed Kind of like this idea of people helping you and being kind to you and being warm to you, you've dismissed it as a fantasy. You've dismissed it as daydreaming. Like that's not the real world. That's just bullshit. No, dear. It's true for other people. So I guess homework for you, right? Homework for you is to pay attention to other people around you, or even people that are not in your immediate vicinity. What do I mean by that? Like, go somewhere you normally don't go and just people watch, right? Just watch people as they go about their lives. You'll notice that not everyone is as tense as you, and not everybody's looking for a fight like you. Even if people may be poor in your eyes, right? They're relaxed, they're happy. Are they suffering immediately in this moment? No. Maybe they don't have the car that you want or the house that you want, right? Maybe they live on a strict budget, but are they tense and unhappy and always ready to have a confrontation? No. Their lives are soft. Their lives are cheerful. They have fun. Fun is free, by the way. You don't need money for that. So the homework is not meant to say, oh, they're better than me. No, I really feel that you're very defensive, okay? But kudos to you for being able to watch a tarot reading this long about you and about stuff about you that maybe is not so flattering. So thank you. The homework is just meant to show you that not everybody has the same experience of the world as you. And the way that you view the world may not be completely accurate. In fact, there may be more than one way to view the world. There may be more than one truth to the world. And so you dismissing how they feel and how they experience the world as fantasy, it's kind of condescending, you know. Their experience of the world is just as valid as yours. So that fantasy of people just helping you and being kind to you for no reason, it's not a fantasy for other people. Right. Let's draw some oracle cards. Oh, okay. Surrender to the divine. Don't let pride get in your way. And that's the thing though, okay? When you try to be the badass bitch, what you're saying is, I am in control. I do what I want. I'm in control. I'm not going to wait around for people to help me. No, I take things by the horns. You know, I take charge of things. I grab it. And I do what I want. Whereas, if you allow yourself to accept things from people, you're kind of acknowledging that there's somebody else in charge. This kind of softness means that you're entrusting yourself to someone else. I hope I'm making sense. It also reminds me of something that I heard, was it a year ago now, perhaps? It's about how women become more masculine when they're kind of forced to fend for themselves, which makes absolute sense, right? You may have felt in your life that you couldn't be that soft, delicate woman that people help, you know, that people open doors for or pull out chairs for, because you felt that you couldn't afford that weakness. Right? And you were so used to people being mean to you that you automatically put your walls up. And now, at this current state in your life, for you to allow yourself to become soft again means that you have to put trust in the divine, because you have to allow yourself to feel that you're safe. And how can you feel safe when you know that someone else is watching for you and is protecting you? Right? Kind of like me, people like me who share stuff on the internet, right? Could be kind of scary if you think about it. I mean, I certainly never thought I would be talking about my views about God and life or whatever, and like sharing it with people, just anybody who wants to click on it, um, on the internet. And the reason that I finally, you know, felt comfortable enough to be that vulnerable, because it is vulnerability. It's it's very different from like filming a TikTok dance challenge, right? Like, yes, they see your face in that and they see your possibly awkward dance moves, but you can just say it's a dance challenge, it's nothing. I just followed some steps that somebody did. That's all. Versus this with the tarot readings, and for anybody who's like trying to give genuine, well meaning advice or words of encouragement, or trying to help you with your spiritual growth. This is a lot more vulnerable, because we're exposing how we really think and feel about the world. And we know that not everybody's going to agree with that, and that it might sound weird for people. Might sound crazy to people too, right? But the reason that I was able to do that is because I knew that God had my back. That I am divinely protected, like we all are. And even if bad things happen to me, let's just say, although I'm not wishing for that, right? But even if bad things were to happen to me, in the end, it's all going to work out. It's going to be okay in the end. But that means surrendering to the divine. It's a challenge for you. Can you accept that someone else is watching out for you so that you can let your guard down? Can you accept that someone else is going to make sure everything's okay? And so you don't have to be on the alert all the time. Can you do that? Then it says, don't let pride get in your way. Absolutely. Don't keep saying, no, I can do it. I can do it by myself. You don't have to help me because I can do it. I can do it all. Yes, you can, but maybe you don't have to keep proving it. Like, no, I can do this. Of course I can do this by the deadline. I'll do it even earlier than the deadline. You're smart. You don't need to prove it. You don't need to prove anything. Okay? You don't need to prove anything. You're beautiful and wonderful and good as you are. No need to prove it. I want to thank you for your courage in watching this video and hearing a lot of these things, because I have a feeling it wasn't easy to hear about yourself like this. I want to thank you for spending part of your day with me. Thank you, God, that you universe, leave a like, leave comments. Hey, I'd love to hear from you. And thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.